5 in the morning. Been up since 4, and now we're getting ready to head off. So, original plan was to take the canter. We had it plugged in the computer. We had it working for a total of, I don't know, 10 seconds. Got halfway down the road and it played up again. So, pinching the wife's car because my rover's got a water pump problem. Heading out to my uncle's place, which is about an hour and a half, 2 hours trip. Way to do a little gather, and then using his DRZ because my one's on another job. So, and then come back in and then try and get this canter sorted. And I've got a cat that's trying to climb up the top. Skittles, there's a Corriedale cat caught in a hen run. So that's the job for this start of the program anyway. And hopefully we'll get that sorted. Hopefully. Mentioned in the comments on the last video that someone wasn't aware that the tractors had a oil cooler on them. This is not for the engine oil cooler, this is for the transmission oil cooler, so your rear axle. Now on the 6600 series or the 774 counties that I know of, I think they're also on the 7610s and whatnot, their gearboxes and back axles is as one. So when you top up the back axle, you're actually topping up the gearbox as well. So basically what it is you have a pipe, comes from here, and it goes along to the front, and then you have another pipe that goes in there. So this is your, I think, your flow, and this is your return. This is the way I've understood it. And that goes in down there. It could also be the other way, I can't quite remember. But there you go. So that pipe there, to that pipe right there is your return. Alright, so on this county, we're taking basically from the wheel studs to that housing, bolts around there off to get all this system. I've got to get new seals and bearings for them, and just give them a freshen up. So we'll be undoing that ring around there. So we'll go to the other tractor and have a quick. So as you can see, I've got the pipes going along there. Obviously they've had a leak at some stage, and they've looped them. This is the bracket that I got to make for my other engine that I'm doing up, and this is the injector pump that I would like to, or thinking about using on the other one. This one and the cylinder head, and maybe the crank and all that. Use this as a donor engine. But I am thinking also about rebuilding that one, because she does run. So sometimes you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. All right. Also, not many tractors have it, but they actually have a bleed thing going up from the injector pump. It must be if they have heaters, I guess. I don't know. This one does have a heater. I noticed when I disconnected it, I took the battery tray off, it was actually not connected. So you can see the threaded bit just there, but it doesn't have the piece on for the return line for it. It just goes straight up to the tank. So I'm presuming that some stage it's been removed, but hey ho. So anyway, getting back to the oil cooler, so your back axle and your gearbox is the same, and as you can see, it goes in there. So what we're doing is we're taking this rear housing and we're using that. So we're going to be taking these housings off here and putting the county ones on, and that way we'll convert this to a county. It's a quick way for me to do it, being that I've already got a front axle built. This back end does work, so I can take it straight to work. I'll put a pickup hitch on the back of it, and do it like that. The fuel tank will take off, clean up, probably see if we can get a proper fuel tap for the tank, clean the tank out, get new body panels for it, These brackets here, because I robbed the other ones off the other tractor, will all get used for the 754 to be done up. So that's the plan anyway. But yeah, it should be quite a simple thing. I've got to get a steering box for her. The loader's obviously got to come off. And this, basically, when we're left, we'll have enough to put a single wheel drive tractor together. So on the old county back end, eventually I'll have a spare engine. I'm thinking about just building up a single wheel drive tractor. But I'll see how it goes. And you can see that's where I took the starter motor off. This one. Sadly, this engine is locked solid. They were using it and it just died, and they don't know why, but I think by the look of it, don't know if you can see that, but it goes up and down quite a bit. So I think the bearings, I think the oil pump probably went or something, and basically caused it to shoot itself. That's the way I've sort of understood it anyway. I will probably take the tacker out of the cable out of this one maybe. I was going to take the dial out of this one, but dials are in pretty bad way, and that one's set for a dynamo, so doesn't really leave me much option. I might have to take the dyno out of this one. It's only done 2,000 hours before it broke. It's done a lot of hard hours, mind you. Let's see how it goes. But yeah, we'll play it by ear. So that's it. I'm away along that track now, heading over to a gather. We've still got a few things to sort out here. Rotavator will be going on the county, the Super 4 in the next couple of weeks. So, well, it'll be less than a couple of weeks, sorry. So I've got to finish doing a load of rotavating because we're planting before the end of the month. And going from there, there's some county dual adapters there. These county wheels are in a bad state, but I thought I'd keep them for the centres, because the centres are good. So I thought I might be able to get a set of you never know. I've got a bit of a sort out to do here really. A lot of this stuff's going to be carted to the tip probably. I've got a spare set of rims here for the Super 4, but I'm thinking about giving them to my Uncle Mike, because he's thinking about converting his one to a Super 4. So you'll have to patch up this one, but he'll be able to patch it up easy enough. Man of his expertise. So we've got the DAF there, still for sale. Seddon Addison, still for sale. The Forza Major engine there, she turns over, so she's going to be put in shelter, and might strip and do that. It does need another injector pump, but that engine might get called for the crawler. I did have one guy in the UK said he had one, but I've heard nothing else since then. And oh, little baby here, I don't know if you've seen that. There he is, running along green. Thing is, he's running in the sun, so he's hard to see. So we've got our compressor, Lister generator compressor here. We've got the other generator we've got to sort out. We've got a few things that need sorting really. Got a lot of things to do, but not enough time to do them in. So I'm going to fix my transport box. So my plan is to take all these out, cut all these bolts off, and I've got some spare Harrier sheeting, which I'm going to put in and then bolt in, and that way it will be good for the rest of its life. Dad made that about 30 odd years ago. I'm also going to cut these off because these are very weak. I'm going to weld another piece onto there and have it so you put the pin right through the thing, so it's a bit stronger so you can push up. Nice Howard rotavator. Can't fault it. Nice little rotavator. Only thing is, seal at this end leaks. If you know anyone that's got parts for one of these, seals and bearings, please put in the comments down below or email me at kentongoodwin@horizon.co.fk. I really would like to get this up and running again, because it's a nice size rotavator for the Super 4. And I need another depth gauge of some sort. How about going about that? I have got a donor one up here, That's a 55 inch, I think it was. This one is a what is it, 60, I think it is. So I was thinking I might be able to sort that out, but sadly she's got all the same problems. So the seal was leaking and a few other things, and I literally got it as it was. I mainly got it just for the tines, because they're hard to get a hold of. But I'm going to cut these off, and these are what I'm going to put on the other transport box, I think. This is a cedar that I was going to do up, but I'm thinking about just painting that up and having it as a showpiece on the side of the road there, because it's going to take a lot of work to sort of clean up and do up. You know, at some point you got to draw the line of when enough is enough. I need to clean this off, get that numbers off those plates there, and see if I can get the parts for it. My granddad's old Range Rover. It's got a Mazda in it. I think I've done a video on that once before. We've got to whip the engine out of that at some stage and put her to rest before she falls apart there. But anyways, I will catch you later. And sorry it's not much, but I thought I'd do a quick video on the oil coolers. That on certain series, I think it's from the 6000s up, they had an oil cooler in, and basically the radiator for them, I'll put a picture of one I found on the internet somewhere around here. But they actually bolt in on the 10 series. They got brackets and they bolt in, but you can actually get them aftermarket one I found in China, which actually clamps to the radiator, which I don't really go too much on, so I might make brackets up for that. But I found one in the States which was $100 and something odd dollars. But yeah, I found one made in China which is a bit higher, so it'll be a bit bigger but not as wide, for like £23 something. So I think I'll probably end up going for that if I can get it here. With all the restrictions, it makes life a bit difficult. So. Right, we'll catch you later, and don't forget to subscribe.